First up this evening, focus on the Congress's second list of candidates for the Lok Sabha polls as the party's Central Election Committee, which is meeting in New Delhi, is expected to announce those names after that meeting. The big national focus, of course, on Amethi and Raebareli and on Priyanka and Rahul Gandhi. But Karnataka and Telangana are sharp focus states in this list. In Karnataka, the Congress seems to be all set to rely on children and relatives of state cabinet ministers and senior party leaders to take the fight to the BJP. Sources say Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's son-in-law D. Radhakrishna will replace him for the Kalburgi seat. Sons and daughters of at least 6 state cabinet ministers are expected to enter the fray. Names expected on the list include that of Social Welfare Minister H.C. Mahadevappa's son Sunil Bose for the Chamarajanagar seat and Transport Minister Ramalinga Reddy's daughter Soumya Reddy, who lost the assembly polls for the Bengaluru South seat. In Telangana, the party is likely to announce names for up to 6 seats, which include defectors from BRS like sitting MLA Dhanam Nagender, who will be fielded for the Sikandrabad seat, and G. Ranjit Reddy from the Chevalla seat, according to sources. So all the action there at the Congress headquarters in New Delhi, and from there joining me this evening is Sunil Prabhu, who tracks the Congress very closely. We also have with us noted cephalogist Sandeep Shastri. Sunil Prabhu, what is the information you're picking up? Obviously, there is a national focus and also a specific focus to the southern states of Karnataka and Telangana.
That's right. So the winnability in Karnataka and Telangana is extremely critical and extremely important. And that's why the focus is to ensure wherever possible, they can get the maximum outcome. So that's, they're looking at the winnability. It's not going to be easy, be it in Telangana or in Karnataka. And as you saw and as you reported in terms of in the headlines about how an attempt is being made to communalize the situation, be it Shobha Karanjay or the BJP, because of the Congress being in power, they're trying to say that there is an appeasement. So they definitely understand that they're up against a lot with the BJP and JDS combination electorally and arithmetically also extremely powerful. So that's the reason why they are putting, as you rightly pointed out, sons, daughters, son-in-laws. They're not taking anything to chance and looking at winnability. Hopefully, that list will be either released tomorrow at the earliest, because there is an urgency with the first phase of nominations already being notified. They would like those candidates to get enough of time to be able to compete in the elections.
2 quick questions, Sunil, specific questions. One, is this a message from the Congress central leadership to state ministers in Karnataka that you can't enjoy the perks of state politics alone and not invest yourself, and I use the word consciously, invest yourself in a central election and a parliamentary election, which has been the case in the past with both perhaps the BJP and the Congress in some cases? And second, is there any indication we're going to get clarity as far as UP is concerned, as far as the seats of Amethi and Raebareli?
So I'll take the second one. No clarity yet, though they were both Rahul and Priyanka are very much on the top list, despite a lot of reports that are coming that there is sibling rivalry, there is a whole lot of issues that have been concerned, but those are basically just rumors. The fact is that definitely at this present juncture, they are definitely very much uppermost on the list. Having said that, let's on the issue about investing in an election, I think everybody understands it's just not state elections that matter. It's also the center. If you need to have funds, and as you've seen the discrimination that is taking place, and you name the states, be it Tamil Nadu, be it Kerala, which is in fact at present even continuing to fight a case in the Supreme Court, Telangana, all the southern states, as well as West Bengal, have been, raising that big voice. And so that's the big issue in terms of how things play out. So it's definitely something that they know that you have to invest in a central election at this present juncture.
Right. So we'll have to wait for that list to come out. Sandeep Shastri also with us, and I also believe we are joined by my colleague Uma Sudhir for a specific focus on the state of Telangana. But before that, Sandeep Shastri, the sense of making state ministers put their kin into the contest is seen as an effort by the Congress to have local powerful leaders actually invest in a parliamentary election. Do you see this strategy really playing out, given the fact that there are about 17 or 18 seats where over the last 3-4 elections, the Congress has not put up a very strong fight against the BJP in those seats, and hence not generated or created a large pool of potential candidates who can challenge the incumbents?
Veera, you have tapped the most critical dilemma which the BJP faces, which the Congress faces. Very clearly in the past also, Congress ministers at the state level have been very hesitant to contest the Lok Sabha elections for a range of reasons. And this time also, there was talk of many state ministers contesting, but none of them are in the list and none of them are likely to be in the list. But as you said, they are being asked to invest in the success of candidates in their respective regions. Now, Veera, what I think is happening to the Congress is necessity is sought to be made into a virtue. The necessity is you will have to find new candidates to contest the elections, and they are trying to make a virtue of this necessity. Let me just share 2-3 quick statistics with you. Among the 23 candidates now more or less known from the Congress, only one, of course, is a sitting MP, but other than him, only 3 others have contested Lok Sabha elections and only 2 of them have won Lok Sabha elections. We have around 4 of them who have been MLAs in the past and 2 of them who lost the last MLA election. So that's the combination of people, and of course a host of newcomers who are contesting an election for the very first time, including a retired IAS officer. Now, I think the good point is you have 6 out of 23 that names which are known are those of women. So 1/4 of their candidates are women. But then the point you were making, 13 of the 23 candidates we know about are a relation of a big politician in Karnataka politics. So I think that's why I go back to the point I started off with. They are finding it difficult to find the right candidates to contest. You have your own state government, you have your guarantees, you need people who can project that effectively. And I think therefore, as I said, they are trying to make what is a necessity, they are trying to make a virtue of it and take this contest forward.
Okay, that's as far as Karnataka is concerned. Let's just take a quick check of Telangana as well. Uma Sudhir waiting there. Uma, there seems to be a mix and match there of trying to get some of the BRS defectors as well fielded for Lok Sabha seats like the one in Sikandrabad and Chevella.
Yes, Sydney, indeed. It's a season of turncoats, I must say, Veera, because the number of people who are moving parties in order to be able to contest elections, and Congress is no exception. Like you said, Ranjit Reddy, who was the BRS sitting MP from Chevella, he quit the BRS and has joined the Congress and is now going to be fielded, is what we hear from Chevella itself. Danam Nagender, again elected as MLA less than 4 months ago from Khairatabad, from the BRS, and he has also quit and he's joined the Congress, and he is likely to be fielded from Sikandrabad as a parliament seat person. And another person who was in fact in contention for the Chevella seat, Patnam Mahinder Reddy's wife, he was a minister in the earlier BRS government, and his wife was in the the Zilla Parishad level chairperson she was, and she is now being accommodated in Mallikarjun, which happens to be the constituency of Chief Minister Revanth Reddy when he was elected as MP. So that would be a prestige seat as well, where he is going to be, she's going to be taking on Itela Rajender. Other names still not finalized, but possibly Mallu Ravi to be fielded from Nagar Karnool as well. But again, in several of the constituencies that they have still left out, there is this thing about who is going to come in from another party who may be a better candidate and who we can field there. So this is the situation that we saw in the BJP as well, with 9 of their 15 MP candidates actually from the BRS, and the Congress looking no different, especially in and around Hyderabad area where they had literally no strength, and therefore depending on the BRS strength to come in there. Interestingly, the BJP candidate for this assembly segment, Secunderabad cantonment, the MLA had died in an unfortunate accident, and that also goes to polls. And someone who was, campaigning for the BJP till day before yesterday has jumped parties, and he may become the Congress candidate from Secunderabad cantonment, is what we are being told.